going, y'all? It is day 29. Yes. Had to think about it. It's day 29, and I just left Tahoe City this morning. Had a nice couple of nights at the Tamarack Lodge there. You know, Tahoe pricing aside, it was a really well-kept place. It's very comfortable, and it was really convenient for whenever I was tired AF and just wanted to get back and chill. So that's what I did. Last night was just hanging out, and I just ate food and laid there in bed. Now, this morning, it's about a little after 7:30, and I decided to get an early-ish start because it's about an hour up to where the event is. But yeah, I wanted to get like some solid breakfast in me, and there was a place, a diner right in Tahoe City that I considered, but I've seen how the traffic looks, and I know that in a little while it's just gonna get like just blocked up with people. So now I decided maybe what I would do is go ahead and drive up to Truckee. Plus it's like a gorgeous, cool morning. I'm driving through the Tahoe National Forest, and I keep looking for pull-offs because the scenery is pretty damn gorgeous. Right over here to my left, there's a river that's kind of bumping along, and this morning it's got some fog hanging over the water. And you know, I mean, I don't need to tell you how awesome that is. But anyways, yeah, I'm moving my way up to Truckee, and I'm gonna get some breakfast up here, and then maybe what I'm thinking of doing is sorting out a hotel room or something. I'm gonna look and see if there might be camping up at the place that we're gonna be at, but I also I'm gonna be going to Yosemite tomorrow, which is about 3 hours and change to the closest entrance from here. So I might also just like to kind of move further south and closer to that. I do remember that there's not a whole lot of places to do that between Tahoe and Mono Lake, where you head up to Tioga Pass. There's really not many places to stay. So I'm thinking I might end up just staying in Truckee. Grab a hotel that has a hot tub, so after I do all this running, I can soak my bones. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's the morning report. That's everything going on. Like I said, it's nice and cool. I'm sorry about the window noise, but I couldn't stand to roll the window all the way up with how nice it is. And when I walked out of the hotel room this morning, the smell of the pines in the air is just, man, better than a cup of coffee. But I think it's about all I have to say about that right now. And I will catch up with y'all just a little bit later. Well, I just stopped here in Truckee and got me some breakfast at this little place called Smart's Wagon Train. You can kind of see the sign. Which was pretty good. I will be ready to be out of the Lake Tahoe pricing area, because Truckee's not that far. It's about a half an hour up, and It's beautiful, man. This is a cool small little town. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Flagstaff, but it's still a gorgeous morning, and the breakfast was solid. Feeling pretty good. I think it's gonna have some time to settle in before I get out and get running. It's about 8:40 right now, and starts are around 10, between 10 and 12:30. So I got some time to let it kind of settle, and I'll be supercharged and rip raring. A little something else, man. I noticed I got out of the car and got a little bit of pain in my lower back. And this happens sometimes because I got some scoliosis, and occasionally whenever I'm laying on the wrong side or something, you know, I don't know. I haven't figured out the exact math on when it happens. You'd think I would have after 45 years of dealing with it, but yeah, kind of gets tweaked out, and every once in a while it just kind of hurts me a little bit. So I'm gonna be making sure to do some stretches on that when I get up to the little Truckee Summit area where the event's at. Just make it a part of my stretching regimen. But I don't know, pretty great so far. And so yeah, it's about a half an hour drive to get up there, so I'm gonna start making my way up to the event center. I say it like this makes it sound like it's a building. We all know it's just like a dirt parking lot out off the highway somewhere. And I'm gonna start getting ready for another day of orienteering, man. Today, I actually brought it. I had the extra battery, but I got it in my pocket now, and I made sure that both of my batteries were fully charged, so I can just not have the same debacle as yesterday, where they just cut off in the middle of a leg. So I should be able to capture the whole thing, and horizon lock my camera to make it look better. We'll see what happens with that. All right, it's enough yapping. I'm gonna hit the road. Well, it looks like I'm getting a little hiking in today, and not just running through the woods. This is a beautiful road, and they said it's about a 2-kilometer walk, so about a mile and some change to get to the start area. They predicted a 20 to 30 minute walk to where the starts are happening. So I'm just gonna mosey out there. There's 3 water stops on this course, so I'm not carrying it. For better or worse. Hopefully they got cups at the water stops. If not, well, we'll see. Stats on this course is 7.8 kilometers. That's usually as the crow flies. So I'll be getting probably 6 to 7 miles in today. And the climb on this is 260 meters. So that's going to be 800 or 900 feet of climbing over the length of the course. Ideal route. Those are ideal numbers. The this doesn't happen in an ideal fashion. I don't know. Today we can hope, hopefully. But we'll see. Just going to try and enjoy it. It's beautiful already. I didn't mean to hit that. I got my strap for my camera. So, and I got my battery in my pocket. Oh, I was going to say my phone in my other pocket. The phone's in my hand. Got my punch and my compass and a willingness to get lost in the woods. So I'm ready to go, man. I'm going to do this little walk and get back to y'all in a minute. It's a nice smell. It's a view on my way to Control 11. Been out for about 2 hours. And it's about as tired as I've ever been up here. But hey, when you got views like that, yeah, man. We are alive up here, baby. Yee. Well, for the second time ever, I'm gonna DNF. I hate quitting. There's nothing I hate more than quitting. But This got my goat pretty good. I got down, ended up at the wrong spot at 11. Was dehydrated. The steep slopes were jacking up my my back. I just couldn't. I couldn't keep going. So, not proud, but I got a lot done, and what I did, most of it, until I got dehydrated at 11, I felt pretty good about my navigation. So, I'm disappointed in not finishing, but I'm not disappointed with my performance. Still had fun, but I think I need to go lick my wounds. Be like that sometimes. All right, man. I made it back and punched out. Got my DNF. 12 out of 16. So, hey, I'm not gonna complain, and I think it was like 7.5 miles I did. So, I would say I got my money's worth. And I got to talk to the course setter for a minute, and he's pretty nice. The course was good. It was real good, man. Good challenge. I just, I wish that I had been in better physicality for this, you know. If my fitness had been commensurate with the challenge, it would have been a whole lot more fun. But, you know, I made some classic mistakes. Mostly never get in a land war with China. No. Hydration. I knew it was going to be a long race, and I didn't bring my water pack. I saw there was going to be 3 water caches, but that was not enough. So, c'est la vie. Now I'm going to crawl my way back into Truckee, and my body hurts. So, get a hotel there, soak my bones, and lick my wounds. Yeah. Well, howdy, partners. So, I got myself a room here in Truckee, and so now I'm just chilling in here. Got myself a nice shower and some dinner. An elk burger. It was pretty tasty. And took some ibuprofen, and now I'm kind of just monitoring my back after the whole thing today. I mean, it was tearing me up. I came all funky and hobbling in. I probably looked like I just was like fresh off the road, or fresh off a train or some shit. Because when I got into the lobby over there, man, these guys were like, I don't know, they kind of were like giving me like the, what are you here for? I mean, they were like super nice and polite, dude, and they weren't like, I'm sorry, sir, hobos need to enter the back door, you know. But I could tell that they were just like, we don't know, are you are you here to actually like be here? Are you sure you came to the right place? Had that kind of vibe. Of course, that all changed as soon as I gave them my credit card. And they're like, "Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. Yes, absolutely." No, they were nice, and they had free cookies. So, whatever. Um, it's a Best Western here. It is not the bestest Western I've ever stayed in, but it is one of the bester Westerns for sure. It's still a special place in my heart for the one in Ruidoso, Pine Springs Inn. I don't know. I don't know why, but I love it to death. This is objectively cleaner and nicer and all of that, but for some reason that place holds my heart. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's the bestest Western in the States. Yeah, so the rest of today is just going to be kind of chilling. My muscles feel pretty good. Now that I'm like fully hydrated, I feel much better. I was feeling rough. It was a rough. That was a rough course today, and the hydration was a big factor. Oh, excuse me. I drank a lot of water when I got back, and I went to a microbrewery. Looked like it had some pretty tasty beers, and did not have beer. I wanted hydration. I've actually kind of given up beer for a while. I'm feeling the clean, getting it all out of my system, Part of it. For me, that's been like, I haven't really talked about it, but it's become kind of a part of this trip for me, is just purging a lot of that out of my system, I guess, full disclosure, I'll make it quick. This ain't going to be like a long-winded thing, he says now. But, yeah, I've been, part of the reason I ended up out here, we all know I was stressed and everything. And one of the things that I noticed in myself that made me realize that I needed to take action and take control of my life, was that I had been drinking a whole lot and smoking a lot of pot and, dabbling further down the rainbow. And I, nothing crazy, but it was like becoming a thing where I'm like doing this every single day. And a lot of it really wasn't for fun. A lot of it really had to do with escapism, trying to mask my stress, which you can do for a little while, but if you don't grab the reins, that horse will run off into the sunset with you drug behind it. And I wasn't about to let myself go down that. I saw it happening. I was starting to spiral. So playing it clean, man. I want to get all of this stuff out of my system. It's going to help, and it has been helping, and really like kind of recentering in who I am, and remembering the things that bring me joy in life, and it makes it easier for me to focus on those things. When I'm doing all of that stuff, it's very hard. So I didn't have anything. I was kind of proud of myself. I had like a nice little watermelon basil drink with my elk burger. And it was very refreshing and delicious. And then I also drank about like 6 glasses of water. And I was like paying for the thing. And she's like, "Do you want some water? Just like a little more before you leave?" And I was like, "Yes." So I'm fully hydrated now. I'm sure that I will be redepositing a lot of that later. But feeling good. Tomorrow, I'm excited because I'm going to be driving down to Yosemite. And I'll be there for the next like couple of days. I had to get like 2 nights for the campground, and I can't even begin to tell you how lucky I was to even get a campsite like last night. I got it last night, and I was telling somebody today, and they were just like, or I was telling them, no, I got them the night before, and I was telling somebody yesterday, this like local guy from Tahoe I met at the event, and he was just like, that's absolutely unheard of. How did that even happen? And I was like, I don't know, because the day ticket reservation, I couldn't even get anything until Wednesday, and I read the information, and it was like, oh, if you are staying at a campground, well, you don't need to get the reservation. And I was like, is there a campground I can stay at? You know? So, I mean, so I looked, and I found like one campsite. It was available for like both nights. I was just like, yes, give it to me now. Give it to me now. So I'm going to be there for a couple of nights. I'm going to drive down tomorrow. Probably going to get up early, head that way, and try and be there to Tioga Pass maybe, you know, mid-morning or something. I'm not going to, like, run out the door. But it's going to be, you know, and there's going to be kind of like a drive in, because that's going to bring me in over by to Tuolumne Meadows, and then I'll have to drive all the way across and back around, because my campground is out on the west side. But I'll be in Yosemite, so who gives it, you know? So I'll be there for a couple of days. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to, like, lose my mind being there. I've been wanting to go there forever. And then after that, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do for the next few days. This weekend coming up, I'm going to try and line up with my sister and nephew and her boyfriend for some beach camping in Oregon. Very excited about that. Possibly some fishing, possibly some crabbing, which means I need to get a license so I can do that. And that's that. This has become long-winded. Can you tell? I'm just talking all day. But that's it. That's everything that I need to talk about. I'm gonna rest up, and I'm gonna be ready for good old Yosemite tomorrow. So you guys all have a wonderful evening, and by the time you see this, I'll probably be gushing over, like, looking at Half Dome and like the El Capitan thing and everything. Yosemite, dude. I'm so excited. All right. Peace.